and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Ultra Heels are back in the building, and we've got the band back together. I am Darth Messiah, a.k.a. Mr. DM, about to slide in your mama's DMs. And then we got, who's back, even though he's in North Carolina? Who we got?
Did you miss
sir.
me? Because just like Tommaso Ciampa, Daddy's home.
Oh, shots fired.
And then we got...
X-Man Dam is not a sham or a scam. It's the real X-Man Dam on Instagram. Follow me, fam.
Yeah.
Mr. Off the Ladder with a weak bladder. Mr. Off the Turnbuckle with a bloody knuckle. Mr. $5 Phillip. Mr. Meal for two, but it's really for one. I'm Schmacked Pow watching SmackDown. Can I use your WWE information?
Of course.
Mr. Razor Cabron. Mr. Pipe Wrench, leave your wife drenched. And Mr. Show Me the Facts Man Damn. It's been a fucking lovely week of wrestling. A little bit of mishaps. A little bit of people showing up on every show.
Yep.
And a great go-home episode of AEW Dynamite.
Yep.
So what's going on, my fellas? It's nice to see you, Alex the Heel. What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey man, you know me living the my American dream, but like my wife say, I'm just trying to live my best Caucasian life.
Seems legit.
Facts.
To show me the facts, man. Damn.
So how you living, X-Man Damn?
On the road. Seems like my car wants to act up every Friday for some reason, but it's all right. I had to take it in for a fucking control arm, a wheel bearing, and a blower motor.
Wow.
Because I ain't trying to feel cold in this damn winter. Crazy.
Especially where you at now. Shit.
Dog, it was like 29 degrees when I walked out this morning, and my windows were foggy. My blower motor just broke on me, and I had to pretty much use my breath to clear the window.
Damn.
But yeah.
Yeah, it was like barely 40 in New Jersey today. So barely 40.
It was like, I think today was 63 down here.
Oh, lucky you.
Damn.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's 63 with the sun out, but it's still cold as fuck because you can see your breath outside.
Damn. That's some other type of weather.
That's wild.
This is the weather the niggas get sick in down here, and they can't realize why they sick. They go outside with a hoodie on and come home with pneumonia.
Can't deal with it. Cannot.
You know me, it's hoodie weather season for me in New Jersey. This ain't nothing but normal weather for me, so, I'm used to this shit.
Yeah.
So
it can get colder.
Let's jump into the biggest issue of the past week. So we covered the actual pay-per-view of Crown Jewel with our last week episode. Now, the aftermath.
Oh, boy.
So, the way WWE scheduled things, Crown Jewel ended at, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday? Thursday night. And SmackDown obviously starts at 8 p.m. on Friday. So, flight time. It takes 17 hours to fly from Saudi Arabia to New York, Buffalo, New York. Flight was delayed for almost 24 hours. Some people were able to leave, like Brock Lesnar on his private jet, and he also brought back Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan on his private jet because he picked them up in Greenland on the way there because of some bullshit. But anyway, so some people got out. 95% of the roster was stuck in Saudi Arabia. Why? Did we ever get a real answer as to why? There are a lot of rumors. But why
they said that there was plane trouble.
That was one reason. There was another reason was Vince didn't get paid for both shows this year, and he was, holding them up for money.
Oh, I heard that he was holding up
for money.
The rumor is he did not get paid for Super Showdown in April, and then they had not made the payment on Crown Jewel for this past week either. So he cut off the live feed in Saudi Arabia from the production truck.
What?
In retaliation.
Yo, he's gangster for
Well,
that.
no, this
First of all,
this
one,
is a
that
rumor.
still sounds stupid. That still sounds stupid because if you're not going to get paid up front, why spend the rest of the coin on a pay per view that you didn't get paid for the last one? That's like a cell phone company saying you ain't pay your bill this month. Don't worry, you get off with 2 more extra months before we ask you to pay.
That's
the fuck?
that's
Come on, cut
T-Mobile.
you off.
That's T-Mobile though. T-Mobile let you go for like 3 months.
And that's why I'm still on T-Mobile now.
Exactly. Verizon
So-
cut you off on day 31.
Yo, real quick, we
So
got
what-
Bruno in the chat, man. Shout out to Bruno.
Hey,
Oh my God.
taking it
Yo,
back.
Bruno, where you been, bro?
A minute, Bruno.
Damn, good old times,
That
man.
family reunion.
Wrestle Pro.
So then, you're in a dictatorship country where they can just make people disappear and you'll never see them again. So
We coulda-
So allegedly, what happened was they were in the whole roster was on the plane, waiting to leave. They were told to get off the plane. They went back into the airport. They sat there for 3 hours. Then they were told to go to a hotel, and they spent another night in Saudi Arabia before they were allowed to leave the next morning.
Just like George F said in the chat, we almost lost 98% of our roster.
Because here's the thing. The WWE roster, they're guests of the Crown Prince. And Vince McMahon is a damn near billionaire. So between being guests of the Crown Prince and a billionaire in a foreign country, don't you think if there was plane trouble, they could have just chartered another plane?
Yeah,
So
I'm sure they have jets over there. Just hanging out.
now most 99% of the roster does not want to speak on what actually happened, but they're all saying it was pretty bad. Like
Carl Anderson talked about it, and his wife confirmed more about it.
Yeah.
He was like, I wonder who's going to be locker room leaders by the time we get back to the States. And his wife said, yeah, being held captured across seas had me and the boys worried, waiting for you to come back home.
Yep. AJ Styles spoke out also. He mostly spoke to the fact of how inconvenienced everybody was because everybody was playing to go home and whatnot. Like AJ Styles was mad because he missed his son's wrestling match. He was supposed to go. He was supposed to get home. Go home, go to Atlanta, go to his son's wrestling show, and then get back on the road for a live event. So he was mad. Randy Orton's wife was mad because he was supposed to come home. Couple other people, but then there was a report by Dave Meltzer that once they did get back to the States for Raw, that Seth Rollins got up and addressed the locker room, and then Seth Rollins came out and said, "I didn't do that," and Dave Meltzer retracted the story.
It's a lot of shit.
They've fucking up lately.
Yeah,
There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle missing.
yeah.
A lot of people trying to stay shut.
Whole, Saudi Arabia trip it's sketchy. There's a lot of people that don't want to speak, for fear of retaliation, reprimands or whatnot, and we're never gonna know what actually happened. We can assume, but we're never gonna know what really happened.
The thing that sucks the most is they signed a contract with doing this shit for like 10 years.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Saturday morning, the news broke that WWE confirmed an extended deal for 2 shows a year through 2027 in Saudi Arabia.
They got that.
For the last 2 shows.
Apparently, Vince got his money. So
They paid him $60 million.
yeah, they paid him $60 million.
They paid him $60 million, but you paid Tyson Fury $15 million just to show up.
Yeah. Oh, and then his pyro was probably like another $5 million.
Yo, we got smooches in the chat, yo.
Yo!
Oh, bring it back. Wow.
Yo, that was a long ass siren.
Well, for
What's up,
she deserves
smooches?
it.
What up, smooches?
Yo, that's another thing too. When I came up there with my wife, Mooches finally got to meet my wife and showed me my last day before I left.
That's cool.
Did
That's
they
cool.
wrestle? We should have had them wrestle
And Jello.
in Jello.
First of all, one, that's sticky. I'm all for it. I do this mess.
Yo, what you drinking there, bro?
You know me. When you see this bottle, you know that means one thing.
That's
How many-
fuck
Alcohol
the
in here,
revival juice.
How many different types of alcohol you got in there?
Blue Sapphire Gin,
Wow.
E&J, a little
Wow.
bit of
Wow.
uh, some regular vodka, and some Amsterdam peach.
Wow.
Damn. You got jungle juice
Come on,
flowing right
Alex, sing it
now.
for us one time.
Just killing my kidneys slowly.
Fuck the revival.
You know, I might die. But George said 200 proof. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I wish it was. That'd be Everclear. That might be cool.
Word.
If I had that.
Now, once everybody didn't show up for SmackDown, Plan B, because Triple H always has a Plan B. NXT invaded SmackDown.
Something
it
that
was
should have
pretty
happened
good.
a long time ago.
We had
Like,
the main
It sucks
event
that
was
it sucks that this forces them to actually pull that key, you know, and they could have done this any time.
but it was the best episode of SmackDown in the last 15 years.
It was though. It was it was good.
It was.
Now,
Like, you know me, I hardly watch SmackDown like I used to. I let the shit just run in the background as noise. I saw Shayna Blazer throw Bailey into a rear naked choke, and I was like, oh, so I guess I'll throw this onto the big TV downstairs, and I guess I'll watch SmackDown right now for the first time in a long time.
yeah.
For real.
Now, if you noticed at the start of the episode with the Brock Lesnar promo and Paul Heyman where Brock Lesnar quit SmackDown, that segment went for like 20-something minutes.
Yeah.
The plane from Florida for the NXT crew didn't land until approximately like 7:45, and SmackDown goes on at 8. So they said, Paul Heyman, you go out there, you buy us time, and they got a police escort from the airport to the arena. So literally, the NXT people didn't show up till like 8:15.
Yeah, because
They
I
literally
heard that
didn't walk in the door until 8:15.
I heard from somebody online I was reading about. They said Adam Cole was told to get on a plane an
At like 5
hour
o'clock.
before the show started.
What?
He was told like he was told to get on a plane and beat immediately. So when he walks up with Triple H, he literally just got there.
Yeah, because like the people that were in Florida, I think they left at like 4 o'clock, and then there were other people that had gone home. So some people were closer, some people were farther, but they all converged at the airport at approximately like 7:30, 7:45.
Damn, I would have never known.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. NXT, even while doing flights at last minute, still work better than the main roster does.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's bad.
So basically, tonight was Bailey beat Nikki Cross. We had Keith Lee and Matt Riddle beat down Sami Zayn. We had.
Hold up, let's pause it right there. Let's pause it right there because you know Keith Lee, the limitless man, the man with Mewtwo on his ass from the first time we met him.
Good dude, man. He's a good dude.
Yo, I like that tag team though, Keith Lee and Matt Riddle.
Can I just say one thing?
It's mad random, but it works.
Look, but can I say one thing? If you follow him on Instagram, right? 2 days before this happened, he was fully gray, like he was in his 60s, going down looking like he's 27.
Somebody told him to put some color in his hair, man.
He showed up so quick. I was like, damn, he looked young as hell.
Yeah.
This nigga way older than what I know he is. Damn. Like that nigga, that's just for me at the airport and fit it in while he was going to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great day to watch him do that moonsault.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. And then him jumping out the ring with that suicide dive.
I don't think people realize if he ever get to the main roster, he's going to be like their biggest deal thing ever.
They making him like the biggest deal right now, which they should.
How about Keith Lee versus Big E?
No, thank you.
If something ever happens down the line and we lose a New Day member, I will be okay with Keith Lee taking a replacement.
I would like to see Keith Lee versus like Xavier Woods.
That would be great. I kind of want to see Keith Lee fight somebody that's like outside his norm, even though we know Keith Lee is an agile dude. We gotta pit him against the man, the man of the roster that can wrestle anybody. You gotta put him against Cesaro.
That's good.
You know what? You're right. Oh, how about Keith Lee Samoa Joe?
Oh, I like
First of all,
that.
that's all out war, and I need that to be a pay-per-view. I can't watch it on regular TV.
Keith Lee and Braun Strowman.
Eh.
You know what? It'd probably be cool because Braun's only limited to certain moves, so Keith Lee can carry him, make him like he's doing more shit than what he should.
Yeah.
That's true. And then we had Tommaso Ciampa defeat The Miz. We had Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox take out Fire and Desire.
Yeah, well, who cares about Fire and Desire?
And the main event, the Ring of Honor special. Adam Cole defeated Daniel Bryan in an NXT title match.
Excuse me, sir. Adam Cole, baby.
Let me tell you something. When they announced that match and Daniel Bryan said for the title, I was like, please, let this match go for at least like 25 minutes or to the end of the show, and the show just cuts off and it just keeps going.
And they did. That was a 25-minute match.
That was, I think that probably was SmackDown's best match in a long time, just between two guys.
Because we need more matches where people just wrestle and not stage stuff and not gimmick stuff and not, screwy finish here, screwy finish there. Just let them wrestle and have a decisive finish for once.
Like you had Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole, something that we saw in ROH, something we saw in the Indies. These two dudes already know each other. That was like watching Triple H and Shawn Michaels go at it for knowing each other for years. They just knew what to do. Like, there was no flaw in that whole match. Not one mistake, not one mishap, nothing.
Going back a couple years, remember when everybody was sick for that TLC and you had Finn Balor, AJ Styles? They called AJ, the night before on Saturday night. He was at a house show in South America, and hey, come back to the States. We need you for TLC. 5-star match, AJ and Finn Balor.
I like how you can get a nigga to come from South America to fly back up to the States to be ready to wrestle like the next day. Me, they'd be like, you ready to wrestle? No. The fuck? It's over. You go ahead and let that match just roll out.
Yep. And then moving over to Raw, we had Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman kick off the show again, because that's what they do. So they came looking for Rey Mysterio. They couldn't find Rey Mysterio. They put new commentator Dio Madden through the announcer table, who was defending the Jerry the King Lawler's honor.
I gotta ask this question. Who in the blue face fuck is he?
He apparently
he's supposed to be
he wasn't NXT apparently, because that's why he's the one that took the bump.
He was a football player as well.
I'm like, who is he? Because I try to look back at like old NXT things, and I swear I cannot find nothing about this guy. He just showed up.
I Wikipedia'd him. I got to do it again, but he was definitely in NXT for a bit.
Look, I'm just happy for the simple fact that he stood up to Brock, and on real terms, he is still taller than Brock is.
Yeah, that was when he stood up. I was shocked. I didn't realize he was that big.
Yeah,
I didn't think that big. Like when they showed the pictures of him, Lawler, and another dude, I was like, okay, he got to be like short like them. I expect a nigga to be taller than Brock, because Brock had to look up a little bit. I was like, well, goddamn.
He's probably like 6'4", 6'5", because I think Brock is 6'3".
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's actually amazing that dude is big, and he took that bump very well for a commentary. I was like, you know what? I kind of like where that went. It'd have been better if he just did him off the stage more instead on the table, but it served its purpose for that moment.
Yeah,
Paul Heyman set him up to push him, because as soon as he walked up, he was like, wait a minute, who the hell are you? And it's like, gave him the opportunity to stand up to Brock. So
yeah,
I like that.
We got people in the chat saying they felt like they were watching ROH this week.
It was. This was an always
good. They were in their bag this week because they had to.
Yeah. And let's see, moving back to Raw. We had
and bring something from the past real quick and let that just simmer on TV and see how that goes.
Yeah. Moving back to Raw, we had Charlotte and Natalya defeat our women's tag team champions, the Kabuki Warriors, in a non-title match, which most likely means they're going to get a title match and beat them.
Yeah, because Charlotte's not a tag team champion, right?
No.
She never been.
No, Charlotte's
perfect time. Perfect time to put both of them on the belt, because they're like the, prodigies.
But if Charlotte wins that, Charlotte would be a Grand Slam champion in there, right?
She would be the second Grand Slam champion behind Bayley.
Boo.
Sound like one of you guys got a helicopter on top of your house.
Who, me? That was a
know.
truck.
Somebody.
Somebody.
Then Buddy Murphy and Cedric Alexander. We had a 205 live match on Raw.
They put on a good. I don't care what nobody says. You put Burt Murphy against anybody that can do high flying moves. They put on the best match within the time they give it.
Again. I think it was only like 8 minutes, but they just let them wrestle. They didn't do anything weird. No, don't do this, don't do that. We need you to do this. They just let them wrestle. It was a good match.
They did all their spots that they had to do. I feel like we've seen this like a couple of weeks ago though, but when they were starting to push Buddy Murphy, they put him against Cedric Alexander. I remember that, and they had a lot of matches on 205 Live. Uh-huh. But yeah, they did the thing. You know what I'm saying? They showed what they got. They had a bunch
of title matches against each other.
They did.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Cedric took it off of him?
No, Buddy took it off of Cedric.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how he won it.
Because that was when they had Super Showdown in Australia.
Bruno says that was Havoc in the helicopter.
What? That's when he came out and they cheered him like he was like the president of the United States.
Yeah.
All we need is Havoc in the chat and it'll be lit.
Word.
Litter.
Oh, and Flacco. We need Flacco.
Baby.
Flacco too. It'll be like old times.
The setting is I probably could have did it, but my other phone is somewhere in this room somewhere, and I'll have to sign my Instagram and hit them both up.
All right. And moving on, we had Triple H call out Seth Rollins along with the NXT roster. He offered him to come over to the Yellow Brand.
Come over to the dark side, my child.
You know what's funny? Seth Rollins has accomplished so much on Raw and NXT and all these pay-per-views. I kind of just want to see him go back to NXT just to face all of them people down there, just for the hell of it, just to put on some good matches.
Well,
it kind of makes sense.
He can technically join Undisputed Era because he was an ROH guy too.
Yeah, he could, but you know Seth Rollins. Once you're the top guy in the world, you don't kind of want to be in a group, and Adam Cole is technically the top guy in the group. That means somebody got to get kicked out, and this is not the Bullet Club. You just don't exit members out of the group like this.
You don't want to flood that group too, because I was like, wow, they're gonna put Finn Balor in that group, but it's not a good idea.
They could put Finn Balor in there. Finn Balor could be just the oddball out. Like he could be part of the group, but not be with the group.
Well, when we get to the NXT, we'll talk about Finn Balor, and he might be joining the OC. Next match was Andrade and Zelina Vega versus Sin Cara and Carolina. I still don't know who she is, but she's thick as fuck.
I know who she is. She's an NXT wrestler. I actually followed her when she got signed.
She was on was she on Lucha Underground or?
No, she never was Underground. She wrestled for she wrestled South America and Mexico a lot, and WWE signed her like 6-7 months back. Right. And she wrestled for House of NXT. But seeing how they want to try to do something with Sin Cara and seeing how he's been gone so long, they just brought her up from NXT to the main roster without no given sense behind it. They just brought her up. And the only reason I knew it was her because the gear she had on is the same gear that she had on, I think, like 4 weeks ago at the NXT Out Show. It was the same identical gear. So I was like, oh, I know who this shorty is. But I don't remember her real name right now. All I know is in the ring, she is actually pretty good, but WWE, you know how they are. You could be a good wrestler. You about to take a bump with somebody.
Like they won't let Zelina actually wrestle. Zelina's amazing.
Yeah, she's just very, very small though. But I feel like that's some type of shit that Vince McMahon does. He doesn't want them to shine because they're too small or whatever. He wants to use that as a
manager. He just wants her to be a valet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he called him now?
Yeah, valet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, manager. They've been called a manager their whole life, so they're gonna be still a manager.
I kind of feel like this match was a waste. They should have let Sin Cara and Carolina get a sneaky win at least, because
they gotta be one up.
At least because it's gotta feel like right now there is the feud is done. That's it. There's no more feud.
Yeah, because we get that they're trying to push Andrade, make him look better. But he has to have some sort of competition. You can't have him beat the same person, 5-6 times in a row. It's just beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
But that's how they treat Andrade. he basically got the get out of jail free card because he's with Charlotte.
Yeah.
And Charlotte's one of Vince's favorites, so he basically could probably do anything he want right now and get away with it.
Yep. And then we had Rusev defeat Drew McIntyre. And
I was surprised that happened.
And Bobby and Lana came out to make fun of him.
That RKO out of nowhere.
Oh yes, the RKO out of nowhere. That's how the match ended.
Randy just show up RKO niggas just for the fuck of it now. He like I just get paid to show up, do RKO and go home.
Originally the match was supposed to be Rusev versus Bobby Lashley, but Bobby Lashley sprained his groin. Smashing Lana.
Quick question, guys. I don't know the answer to this. Is weren't Lana and Rusev married in real life?
They're still married in real life.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just right now they're not talking on social media so that this storyline can happen.
Okay.
But the weird thing is, it's gotten so different that Lana got her own apartment on her Instagram.
Yeah.
She doesn't live with him no more.
Well, it's not even that she has her own apartment. She's on the road during fashion tours right now, so she's always in a hotel room. And then she'll just randomly meet up with Bobby, and they'll have they'll cut some promos together for social media.
Yo, Vince is the worst. Did he come up with this?
Most likely. No.
Of course he did.
Paul Heyman came up with
this. This sounds like a Vince storyline.
No, this is Paul. This is all Paul.
Jesus.
Oh man.
You tell the difference between Vince storyline and Paul storyline. Vince storyline, somebody's gonna be getting somewhat naked, something skimpy, something like that. Paul storyline is gonna be a lot more videos of them talking and people just fighting before you see Lana get in anything super skimpy. Like that whole getting in the bed thing was probably the farthest Paul's gonna go with that. Everything else at this point now is just gonna be probably them out and about doing random just stupid shit until Rusev show up and just start fighting people again.
Yeah, because you'll just see a random pic of them at dinner, but they probably took the picture 2 months ago and they just haven't put it out so that way they have footage of them together.
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Paul storylines when it comes to people cheating on people. You remember from ECW days with Tommy Dreamer and what was her name again?
Oh, I was just watching her on freaking
forgot her name, but Tommy Dreamer, her and Raven. That whole thing played out so real to the point that motherfuckers were getting death threats like Bobby is right now. Bobby's getting death threats over this shit.
Damn.
Paul know how to make shit seem legit for real and put heat on people the way it needs to be. We just want to see motherfuckers get damn near naked and then just cut their storyline off and then put them somewhere else to do nothing.
I feel like Lana's one slip away of fucking it all up.
You know what? I would think so.
Because she did last time with the Dolph Ziggler storyline.
Oh yeah, they keep doing this damn storyline.
Because during that storyline, she posted on Instagram that they got engaged, and it just ruined the storyline.
Yeah, but now we at that point. Now she don't have to worry about that no more.
Does she control her own social media?
Yes.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, because of her outside business ventures, doing fashion modeling and whatnot, she runs her own social media. Well, I'm guessing her publicist runs it, because I'm sure she has a publicist. But it's not like WWE is controlling it. She has her own control.
Okay. WWE got to control everything. Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins doing them toy little videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I love those videos, man. They're so good.
They control that, but then Zack and Kurt Hawkins have their own podcast about toys. Yeah. That is way better than that one. They do a lot of cursing, a lot of bullshit, a lot of playing around. They do shit WWE don't want them to do. They do.
So Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins don't control the YouTube channel?
No, they control their YouTube channel for the Wrestling Figure podcast. They control that one, but the one WWE does, that figure out thing, network. Yeah, that's their own version of what they already have.
It's a watered down version.
Money on that.
The watered down version.
The face-to-face confrontation between Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch. I
enjoyed it.
That was a bit spicy.
I enjoyed it. They both said little, but said enough, and then still threw Bayley in there just so you can remember that Bayley's a part of this match.
Yeah, because Bailey's a champion. I mean, I love Bailey, but for some reason, every time it looks like she's going to do something better, they just never do enough with her.
I'm sorry, man. That haircut she got, she looks like Jay Leno, bro. I can't. No, for real, man. Like, she needs to put it on in a bun or something like that. I don't know.
Right,
You think Jay thinking more of that supervillain from what the hell is that damn show you come on Nickelodeon with that superhero guy with the mustache?
The
was it Bouncy Town or some shit like that?
Oh no.
Oh, you talking about that fucking kid show?
Yeah.
Over at the chat gimmick, Bruno says Lana is on Pornhub modeling? ?
If she is, I'm gonna probably have to call y'all back because I'm gonna have to go look that up real quick.
Moving on, the OC defeated Humberto Carrillo and the Street Profits.
Yo, shout out for Dar for his Spanish accent, bro. That's a applause. You can tell he works at a liquor store.
Tengo un gato en los pantalones.
He learned his Spanish from his first job, where all the people coming in and asking for what to look at.
Word.
Cerveza. Cerveza.
Yo, I don't know why I can't see that comment on my phone. Lana's Pornhub modeling.
Oh, it probably didn't pop. It's on the feed here, but I guess it's not like live yet.
You could switch your chat to live chat on the phone, because if it says top chat, it only shows you
certain things.
Yeah. I don't know how they determine what's top and what's live. I don't know.
I just missed that. It is live.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm watching this from my PS4.
That's lit. I try not to use my Wi-Fi up so my video feed doesn't fuck up. But I'm watching it on my phone just to see the chat.
Then we had the Viking Raiders beat some more jobbers. I don't know why they're still fighting jobbers as champions. WWE just doesn't know what to do with them.
Where's AOP at? Where's any of the tag teams at?
Yeah. Yo, shout out to the East Hampton Polo Boys, man. They from WrestlePro.
Yeah. And then our main event, another Ring of Honor special for the NXT Championship. Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby.
Let me tell you something. When Seth Rollins said, if we're going to do this match, I want to go there and I want to be the top guy, put the title on the line. I was like, why are they not sending all these people back to NXT? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Now, this was a good match until Undisputed Era came out. Why couldn't he beat Seth clean like he did Daniel Bryan?
Yeah. Because they want to save it. They want to save it, man. Seth Rollins is going to NXT. That's it. It's confirmed. Seth Rollins to NXT, confirmed.
Oh, wait. You got to do it right.
Confirmed. I did it the wrong way. It's fine. I didn't notice the camera was the other way.
But these NXT takeovers have been great. They just been something that we've been wanting to happen for a while, because we knew NXT had real wrestling versus the main roster's entertainment.
Yes.
To see them show up and fight these guys and beat them just make you think damn, if they beating them here, I wonder how they wrestle in NXT.
Yeah. I mean, it's good exposure for NXT, but
I'm just sad that Gargano wasn't around.
Yeah, well, I was like, what the fuck? He probably couldn't get on the plane right away.
Yeah, I think he was one of those people that went home and he was too far away to make it to Buffalo in time. So then they didn't use him Monday night either because of that.
I'd love to see him there. Hell, a match, if we can have Adam Cole versus Seth Rollins and Gargano versus Daniel Bryan, I could just be happy with wrestling. Man, what the hell are you doing? Are you surprised or something?
I feel like something in my damn eye, bro.
We got Bruno saying, hoping Survivor Series is solid this year with NXT involved.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be definitely going to be one of the better Survivor Series, if you ask me.
I'm not going to lie. I was not going to really probably watch Survivor Series this week. I was like, I really don't want to see Raw or SmackDown again. That shit is they're starting to get old now. Like, there's nothing new. We always gonna know what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna do a pre-show. Somebody from one of the sides is gonna win. They're not gonna count that as a win. They're gonna start to show off again like they did the previous year, and then Raw probably gonna win just for the simple fact that Brock is over there now, and Paul is running it, and whoever the fuck is running SmackDown still ain't really running SmackDown. It's gonna. I thought it was gonna be boring until I see NXT take over, and I was like, now I got something to watch.
But wouldn't USA and Fox now have some stakes in who wins Survivor Series?
No. Not quite. They don't have creative control.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would just figure they would want their show
Fox
to win.
Yeah, like even though Fox paid all that money to get SmackDown, I'm still surprised they paid that much. It's still crazy. I would think Fox would probably win.
Yeah.
You could tell that they have no input or don't give no fuck about. They just care about the show's doing good or not. Because how the hell are you gonna have Brock Lesnar go on Raw when he was on SmackDown? Like, somebody should have been mad over there on Fox about that shit.
No, that's the thing with Fox. Fox is looking to have things the way that they want it, and seeing how they know the Fiend is the biggest thing right now, and Brock is a thing that shows every once in a while. They rather take Bray Wyatt than have Brock Lesnar. So they just didn't give a fuck about him leaving. Like, they kind of just didn't want him at all in the first place. They want everybody that's hot at the moment right now on the SmackDown so the ratings can get up. That's all they really want. That's all they're looking forward. Yeah. They're not like say where they just give a fuck. They give you 3 hours and just say, hey, run it. Nobody cares.
All right, jumping over to AEW Dynamite. Does anybody watch Dark? I don't watch Dark.
When I'm home.
Okay.
I watched it one time, but I missed this week.
All right,
when
so
I'm on some downtime.
We'll jump over to Dark Dynamite. The night kicked off with the Bastard Pac taking on Trent, accompanied by Chuck Taylor and the Juice, Orange Cassidy.
Freshly squeezed.
Squeezed, yes. Pac basically beat the crap out of Trent, and he also took out Cassidy in the middle of the match, kicked him out the ring. It was a decent match.
I like the fact that Trent Beretta actually hold his own for a little bit. You know,
yeah.
He didn't get squashed.
Did you notice the spot that he blew?
He messed up.
He forgot to kick out.
Oh yeah, there was
after the red arrow, after the black arrow, he forgot to kick out. Pac pulled him up, and then he applied the brutalizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he forgot to kick out.
Oh, the Rings of Saturn. Got it.
Yeah, the brutalizer. Then we had probably the best promo cut on AEW television, or the best promo cut on wrestling period in 2019 by the American Nightmare, Cody. He was addressing legends of the past: Eddie Graham, Cowboy Bill Watts, Dusty Rhodes. He addressed Le Champion, Chris Jericho. How he himself has gone from undesirable to undeniable.
Aha.
Some words right there. Give me chills every time.
Yeah, that was. The Rock tweeted Cody after that. He said, he was like, "You hit everything you're ever taught about wrestling in that promo: passion, intent, delivery, cadence. It's everything. They teach you. He nailed perfectly, and that was big props.
And emotion. He missed emotion.
Oh yeah, emotion. Yes.
You guys think Cody Rhodes is the best wrestler of this generation?
I know.
Or the voice?
No.
Let's say the voice of the generation.
The voice? No.
I'll say the business side of this generation.
I'd say he's the best business mind of this generation, because who else had the balls to go and start their own promotion?
Well, I would say Triple H has done other inspiring things, maybe in his career, to say he's probably the voice of his generation of wrestlers. Yeah,
because that's a different generation that Triple H came up in, because he came up in the 90s. So he learned to work the entertainment version of wrestling. Whereas Cody he started in WWE, but he grew up under his dad, Dusty Rhodes, who's worked for 40 years? He's been through the territories. He's been through WCW, WWF, the WWE version of WWF, and he took all of that and said, look what's going on in the Indies, look what's going on in Japan, what's going on here in America. I'm gonna just bring all of that together and start a new promotion, and I'm gonna challenge the biggest company in the world. We're not gonna be as big as them, but we're gonna make a statement regardless.
Gotcha. Well, I guess the better question would be: is Cody Rhodes a Triple H of this generation?
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because look at the face of he is the face of AEW. Even though he's not the best wrestler, he's not the biggest star. And just because he is the business mind, he is the face of the company. The way Triple H is the face of NXT.
Gotcha. Bruno says MJF doing a documentary on AEW dark shows is hilarious.
The commentary.
I need more MJF on
Commentary,
Dynamite.
my bad.
He's just funny in general.
I bet that shit was hilarious. What happened to Taz? He ain't doing it anymore?
No, isn't he doing commentary for Dark?
Yeah.
I really don't know what happened there, but that should have been Taz instead of MJF.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch it yet, but
Then we had the Dark Order beat Private Party.
Private Party doing their thing in wrestling now.
Yeah. Then we had a women's tag team match. I'm still so unimpressed by the women's division. Oh, there was another blown spot during this match. Whoever Riho's partner was, they were being pinned, and Riho was supposed to jump in the ring and break up the tag. She completely missed. She was like 3 seconds late. And the ref counted 3, but he didn't say 3, and the match just kept going.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so 2 blown pin spots in the same night. Then we had Brandon Cutler versus the chairman, Sean Spears, which I still think is the worst nickname for him.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Because why is he still holding on to the chair thing from Cody from like 4 months ago where he lost?
Hey, let's not put that past him. Don't forget, Snitsky didn't do it, and how long did he run with that shit?
Like there needs to be a payoff. Like he has to have like a match with like I don't know MJF again or something. Like Cody Rhodes again or something.
Nah, the one with him and Cody was like an introduction to him to AEW as the one and done thing. I think now he's just start. I think now he's just be like how Dean is, but not Dean. Like I think he needs to go around and then start picking fights with people to just prove why he's really there. Because now he's just showing up just for matches at this point now.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, Sean Spears still looks like a bitch. That's basically all it is. He just looks like a bitch.
I think he's fine. I don't think he needs a manager though.
To me, right now, that's the only thing keeping me interested is Tully Blanchard.
Man, he could talk on the mic for his own self.
Yeah. And then our main event, it was the Hangman and the Cleaner, Bullet Club versus Sammy Guevara and Le Champion, Chris Jericho.
You do that so well.
Le Champion.
Le Champion. Yo, Chris Jericho is fucking gold, man.
Wait, before we get into there's a young lady on Instagram. I went out to her name because I don't remember really, so fuck her. She does these little rants on Instagram, and they be long. I mean, like
I know who you're talking about.
The skinny black chick.
Yeah.
He did a rant and posted a picture of Jericho in the gym and said, "What the fuck is this? You need to go sit your ass down." But then she posted a picture of her in the gym, and I go, "What the fuck is this? You need to go somewhere and gain some weight." Like, I don't like the remarks she say about certain wrestlers, and she don't give them a try, but then she dick rides everybody because she said Matt Riddle was the worst wrestler she ever seen, and now she dick rided him.
Wait, who's this chick?
I don't know the account, but I know who you're talking about. I've seen her videos.
Look, this is how bad it is. Smooches said something, and she said Smooches said something on Facebook, and she blocked Smooches.
Wow.
How could you block Smooches? That's crazy.
I mean,
that's not me.
I'm not mad at her opinion. I'm just mad that her opinions come off uninformed.
Yeah, she's not a real wrestling fan. But yo, did you hear me? Did you know Smooches got banned on Twitter for a week because of
Why?
WWE?
Why?
Um, she felt the type of way about something they had did. Oh, she felt the way about the shit they did with Chad Gable by calling him Shorty G,
Oh,
and she put her opinion on Twitter. And an hour later, she was blocked for. She was temporarily banned for a week.
that's crazy.
I was like, I didn't know you could get banned on Twitter. I thought that was the only place you could do whatever the hell you wanted besides hate crimes. And she didn't even say nothing hateful.
So Vince Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, he literally called WWE a bitch for calling him Shorty G and got blocked.
Yep. Now, NXT, my friend.
Before we move on to NXT, I just gotta say how wild the end of AEW was this week.
Yeah, it was wild, but to me it was too stagey because the way people came out in order, it was too stagey. It wasn't enough of a natural brawl. It was like people came out in waves. It was almost like a battle royal brawl.
It was like fucking chaos.
So you're saying it was like the best SmackDown ending in all history, where everybody came out right behind each other to do their special move.
Yeah.
At the very end of SmackDown.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little sloppy, but
Yeah, because I expect better out of AEW. I expect them to be more creative than that.
It was a little crazy.
It was good, but I expect better out of AEW.
I like the fact that they end their show with so much shit happening.
No. I like the fact that they're willing to end their match at 9:52 instead of
right.
9:58 because you're going to predict that the match is going to end at 9:58.
Chaos in the last minute.
That's true.
So if by ending the match at 9:52, everybody's like, "Oh, what's going to happen now?" You don't know what's going to happen.
I like the fact that sometimes at the end of indie shows, the wrestlers like talk and say their speech and talk, thank the crowd and shit.
Yeah.
I think they did that in one episode. I don't remember which one it was.
Well,
but
WWE does that, but it's dark. They do it after the show goes off the air. Because like if there's not a dark match, they'll just send a babyface out and thank the crowd.
I like that they did shit like that.
So NXT kicking off the show, we had the OC, the original, the only club that matters. Gallows, Anderson, and Mr. AJ Styles laying down the law and taking out Undisputed Era backstage.
Also, let's not forget, knocked out Bobby Fish too.
Oh yes.
What?
Yeah, they knocked his tooth out.
Knocked out Bobby Fish too.
I fucking missed this.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch this week.
Yeah. And then the opening match was Pete Dunne and Damian Priest. I missed that. I went to the kitchen to get food, and it took too long.
That was actually a pretty good match for them too. That was like NXT TakeOver worthy if they had a little more hype behind Damian Priest.
Yeah.
But it was a good match. Like they went toe to toe and blow for blow to a point that I was like, damn, this reminds me of NXT TakeOver. Shit.
Now
it's good. It really good.
Killian Dane's like tangled up in this thing. Whose side is he on, or is this going to turn into a triple threat?
He's on nobody's side. He just want to fight Pete Dunne, and once Damian Priest touched him and moved him, now you just cross paths with him, and now you're part of the problem.
Okay, so it's going to turn into a triple threat. All right, I'm cool with that. Then we had Tainara defeat Santana Garrett. So I think this is Tainara's first win on TV.
Yeah. Even though her record is good at house shows, because she hasn't really lost a lot of house show matches. She won a good majority of them.
Since they've been on USA, I think she's lost every match. And it's been like quick ones too. It's been like 2-3 minutes matches.
But it's NXT. Triple H know what he's doing.
Yeah. Then we had Shayna Baszler take on Dakota Kai, which kind of turned into a clusterfuck, but it was a nice match. Oh, the promo backstage with all the women for the War Games match. We had Rhea Ripley choosing her fourth, which turned out to be Mia Yim. And unfortunately, in my opinion, Mia Yim delivered the driest, corniest 3 words I've ever come out of her mouth.
What was that?
She was like, "Yeah, that's what's up." Whatever she said, it was so corny the way she delivered it. She was trying to sound mad hood, but it came out like the whitest white girl from the Valley saying it.
It's Popeye's chicken sandwich got white people acting crazy, man.
Oh, Mr. Alex, I had a sandwich today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had it by accident because I was in Willowbrook and I was walking.
What? How do you have a sandwich by accident? Did you slip and it fell into your mouth and you just chewed and swallowed?
No. Look.
Where'd you find this?
Look, I went to Willowbrook
That's
today.
some shit X-Man Dan does.
I went to Willowbrook today, and when on my way in, the line was like 20 deep. On my way out, it was 2 deep. So I'm like, this is the shortest I've ever seen a Popeyes line in the last week. I'm gonna jump online, and I got one. It's all right.
How was it?
It's all right.
Is it worth getting killed?
No, it's not worth getting killed. It's a good chicken sandwich, but I'm not waiting an hour to get one. I'm gonna just go to Wendy's and get a spicy chicken from Wendy's instead.
Let me tell you something. Down here in Charlotte, one of the dudes in my job yesterday called here for lunch to try to see how long the line was. The woman picked up the phone and he said, "Do you have a line?" She said, "Yes." He said, "Is the line inside or outside?" She said, "It's both." She said, "It's both. You had to come in because I got to attend back to your customers because we're short staffed," and hung up the phone.
Yo, the one by my house, the one in Teaneck, every time I've driven past there in the past week, the line's been out the door.
This is like when SpongeBob was selling those colored Krabby Patties.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this remind me
I tell
of.
people that for weeks. That's all it is. It's a color Krabby Patty. Now watch, they're gonna take it away again, and then they're gonna bring it back again by the summertime, and that's when niggas gonna get their gun license, and there's gonna be a lot of people dying for a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
X-Man Dan's watching the videos now. You're watching the chicken sandwich videos?
Yeah, I'm watching an unboxing.
Oh, hold up. Let me tell you how bad it is down here.
It's got me aroused.
Look, let me tell you how bad it is in Charlotte. On the Facebook market, somebody was selling one for $60.
Oh my god.
That's how bad it is, bro.
That's wild.
And I was one.
Next up on NXT, we had Angel Garza defeat Tony Nese in a Cruiserweight #1 contenders match to face Lio Rush.
That was a good match to watch, but I still feel like it could have been more.
Yeah, because we've already seen Tony Nese, I guess, go for the championship. So it was like, I guess it was a stepping stone thing for Angel Garza to try to build him up to make him look better going into a title match.
Yeah, it could be, but I still ain't seen nothing from him yet to make me really want to get behind him. I might gotta go watch some of his indie shit again and see.
Yeah. Now, this match I really loved. It was Dominik Dijakovic versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. That was some cool shit.
AKA Kill Shot.
Yeah.
That was actually a really, really fucking good match. Yo, Damian been on a lot of good matches since we've seen him since Pro Wrestling Magic.
Uh-huh.
And I don't never not see him do anything. I just want to see him fight somebody that's in a higher stature so it can fit him better on the map.
Yep. And then we had a repeat match from Raw. We had Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, and Matt Riddle versus the OC again. It ended in no contest this time. And that was our main event. But after the match, Undisputed Era comes out to try to take out the OC. And then who comes out to help the OC? Finn Balor.
I thought you was gonna say Adam Cole.
So do we have a Bullet Club reunion?
I don't know. Have anybody watched the Fox Sports thing with Booker T, Renee Young, and them when he showed up that night?
That was last week's episode.
I know, but did anybody really watch it when he said,
I did. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's not the guy like Roman Reigns, but he is his own man.
Like, I kind of like this Finn better because it really does remind me of Prince Devitt.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of loving it, but I just want to see how far it goes before they, try to change him to something else.
Oh, yeah, because also the promo he cut, he said the Prince is back.
And that's another thing that chick said online. All you fans keep saying Prince Devitt. He's not going to be the Prince. And then he comes on TV and say the Prince is back.
The Prince is back. He said the Prince is back.
I was like, well, damn, I guess that hurt her little feelings. She lucky I can't write messages to her because I'll be banned.
So I would strongly be in favor of Undisputed Era versus Bullet Club for Survivor Series if it happens that way, because but then again, there's the mid card title match, which would be AJ and Roddy versus Shinsuke at the moment. But rumor is they're going to move one of those titles before Survivor Series. So, but regardless, one of them would still have a title and be in that match. So I don't think, Bullet Club versus Undisputed Era is going to happen for Survivor Series. But hopefully it will happen down the line, preferably on NXT.
I really feel like Survivor Series should have been more of a no really one-on-one matches, just groups within all three shows playing each other.
Okay, what if they did that match for the Go Home episode of NXT before Survivor Series?
What, with the OC versus
Yeah, well, Bullet Club with Finn Balor versus Undisputed Era, 4-on-4.
I'd be okay with that. I would be truly okay with that. That's just like watching. Let's see. What's another good group? That's like watching the Usos face. Let's see. That's like watching the Usos face like Keith Lee and Matt Riddle versus like the Revival, just for the hell of it, and just watch them all just go out.
Oh, did you say the Revival, sir?
Yeah, the Revival.
The Revival from you?
Yeah, the Revival. Because, I got tired of saying, fuck the Revival. It loses its luck after a while. So now I just say, the Revival. Then I just get real sad because I say it. It makes me...
Fuck the Revival. Shots fired, nigga.
Fuck the Revival.
I don't want to fuck the Revival anymore. I kind of want them to die.
Oh, that's too Ultra Hill.
Now,
Ultra Hills for life, bro.
Now, tonight's SmackDown, because they're in England, was filmed earlier today. Do we want to go into spoilers? Or do we want to save this for next week?
Well, you go spoilers for me. You know me. I don't care. Because if you don't show me spoilers, I'm going to go look it up in a minute.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Did you guys watch NWA?
I watched a little bit of it. And I also watched some TNA just for the hell of it, just to please me a little bit by taking the shit.
Have you guys watched it from like the first episode?
I missed the first episode. I'm still trying to find it online so I can watch it.
It's on NWA on their YouTube channel. They only show it on YouTube. They go live on Tuesdays. But like, you gotta watch it from episode 1. It's kind of getting a little slow, but it seems like they recorded all these past episodes in one shot.
Oh yeah, it was recorded. It was recorded mid-September.
Damn.
Because I watch Jim Cornette's podcast and he does commentary. It was filmed the week before his birthday because me and him have the same birthday.
That's awful to hear. That's awful to hear.
I'm sorry to hear that, Darth.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it was.
I just want to say
it was filmed mid-September.
Shout out to Colt Cabana for winning the National Heavyweight Championship off of James Storm.
It makes it more weird that he actually won that.
Yeah. And then the next filming for NWA will take place, I believe, the week after Thanksgiving.
I definitely want to see that shit, yo.
What was that?
Come again, Alex?
They shooting this at.
They're shooting it in, I believe. Wait, I forgot. Where are they shooting it? I think they're shooting it in North Carolina.
Might have to slide up in there real quick.
You better get up in there.
There's only like 200 tickets, so you better find out now.
Alex,
well, we're in North Carolina. Only the real diehard fans will travel far to go watch a wrestling show here.
Bruno in the chat gimmick is saying Survivor Series, they're advertising Viking Raiders versus Revival versus Fish O'Reilly.
Oh, yeah, they are. Now, okay, spoiler for SmackDown. New Day just won the tag titles tonight. Well, earlier today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, New Day is now SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Huh. So how many times did that make them tag team champions at this point now?
7 times?
Yeah, I believe 7. Oh, they film NWA in Atlanta.
I don't want to go to Atlanta. You know, people cough, you get AIDS. I don't want that. I'm good. I'll watch it from the comfort of my home. Hey yo, had either one of y'all been watching any like YouTube or the top 10 of what's happening over in TNA?
It's a complete shit show.
It really is.
Sammy Callahan's champion. Ken Shamrock is selling the dick spot to Joey Ryan.
They're having fun. Let them be.
It's a shit show.
You know,
They're having intergender matches for titles and shit.
Tessa Blanchard deserves better.
She does.
She deserves better.
She deserves to come to NXT. She deserves to come to AEW.
No, send her to NXT where she has competition.
That is true.
Because I'm sorry. AEW's women's champion division is sorry. It is so sorry.
Hey, look, they got to build that shit up. Don't forget, we had a women's division that went to a diva division where there's only 3 real wrestlers out of 9 girls that couldn't wrestle.
But that's the thing. AEW has talent. They're not presenting them effectively, in my opinion. And I blame Kenny Omega because he books the women's division.
Do you think they
and
need
he's
like a
booking
veteran,
his girlfriend
alleged
to win
girlfriend.
every match?
Do you think they need like a
Allegedly.
veteran female wrestler to book the matches?
They have one. They have Awesome Kong. They have what's the other girl? Aja Kong. They have her too. They have one Japanese veteran. They have one American veteran.
That is true, but you know, Awesome Kong got a bad reputation since TNA, so not many people really.
But
you know,
that was just TNA. Once she got past that period, she's loved by a lot of people, especially the girls that she worked with. Gail Kim loves her. Velvet Sky loves her.
Look, Gail Kim loves everybody, and Awesome Kong choked Velvet Sky damn near out because she got dressed next to her in the dressing room.
But they made up. But they made up. Once Awesome Kong got rid of that reputation with the people in the locker room, things turned around big time.
It's still weird. Now, every time I look at her now, I think of Glow on Netflix. So I can't see her no other way at this point. It's over. That's all I see as Glow.
Hold on, let me see if I can find some more spoilers before we cut the show.
Yeah, while you finding spoilers, let's talk about.
First of all, we gotta talk about fucking the pay-per-view, bro. Full Gear.
Oh, Full Gear. All right. Hit me with the rundown. Hit me with the rundown.
All right, so we got Dr. Britt Baker versus Bea Priestley in the buy-in pre-show.
If Britt Baker doesn't win, I'm gonna be mad. That's my whole consensus on that match.
I like the way Bea Priestley looks. I don't know why. But why? Tell me.
Just look at that sex appeal.
Huh?
Just look at that sex appeal.
I think it's the black hair.
That's it. That sex appeal.
Shawn Spears versus Joey Janela.
Yeah, it could be watchable.
It's gonna be a fucking backyard rumble. SCU, the champions, versus Lucha Bros versus Private Party, which won their spot last Wednesday to get into this match.
Root for my boys, Private Party.
Is it time to change hands in the title? I don't know.
With who?
SCU losing the Private Party?
No.
With the 3-way?
No.
With Lucha Bros?
No.
Like, I don't know what happened, but just seeing them face them 2 tag teams and putting up a good fight would just be a good stepping stone for them going forward.
We'll see. I think SCU should hold this down until Daniel or Christopher Daniels comes back and have him lose it.
But I don't know why is he gone anyway? Is he injured?
He got fucking what's that? Power drived on the ramp by the Lucha Bros like 2 episodes ago. Yeah, in the middle of the tournament.
Yeah. That's what. Well, it's storyline injury just to get him out the picture, but he's cool.
It looked like he really hit his head on that damn ramp.
Nah,
Because it's
he's
all
Gucci.
metal and shit.
He's Gucci.
We got the bastard Pac versus Adam Hangman Page, which was one of the matches we were supposed to see the first pay-per-view.
Now, I want Pac to win, but for the sake of storytelling, Hangman has to win.
Hangman has to win because if he doesn't win, he lost to Pac recently.
He's lost all his pay-per-view matches so far, except Sammy Guevara. I think that's the one he won.
So this is pretty much Pac's first. It should be Pac's first loss.
First singles
Officially.
loss. First singles loss.
Officially, yeah, because he got that draw against John Moxley last week.
Yeah, he had the draw and he lost a tag team match 1 week.
Yeah. We have the AEW Women's Championship match. Riho, the champion, versus Emi Sakura.
I'm gonna go take a shit during that match.
Hot garbage.
I'm gonna make sure I have White Castle too, so it's nice and bubbly.
Damn. With extra hot cheese.
That hurt my heart.
With extra chicken rings. And a side of grease. With a meal for two.
What? You keep talking like this. I'm gonna walk my ass to the street to Wingstop in a second.
Damn, yo, you got Wingstop down there?
It's better. It's up the street and around the corner of my house. It's literally like 6 minutes away.
Fuck you.
Let me with a good time, sir.
I gotta drive. I fucking discovered one around me, yo. I gotta drive like 15 miles to get it though.
What's the next match?
All right. Oh, by the way, Kenny Omega should just walk down the ramp with Riho in that match. Be her manager. The Young Bucks versus Santana and Ortiz.
I say PNP takes that.
Holding it down.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks.
Yep.
Santana and Ortiz. They won a match already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A squash match. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see. I want to see the Young Bucks win, but the heel side of me wants Santana Ortiz to fucking kill these guys.
Sorry.
Who's that?
I had to call because it should happen. Elix.
PNP holding it down.
Holding it down. All right. Kenny Omega versus John Moxley.
And then the
unsanctioned match.
What do you call it? A lights out match.
Lights out. They're really gonna have the lights out?
No, because it's gonna happen after the main event. They're gonna flash the lights, signaling that the show is technically over. So basically, it's a televised dark match. That's what it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm okay with that.
Because
I just want to see them two finally fight.
It's something that they've adopted from the 70s. In the territory days, anything unsanctioned was called a lights out match. Before, because unsanctioned is the gimmicked version of an unsanctioned match. They gave it a name to make it sound cool, but it's the same thing. It's a lights out match.
Damn.
But the win-loss record is gonna be affected, right?
No, it will not count to their win-loss record. That's what the Moxley promo was 2 weeks ago. He said, every time I have a match, it's unsanctioned, so I'm not collecting any wins because he had the unsanctioned match with what was it, Joey Janela?
Yeah.
So he's already had 2 unsanctioned matches.
Oh, that makes sense now. Him going to talk shit to Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Aha. I totally understand.
What's left? The main event?
And then the next one is the main event, the AEW Championship.
Le Champion.
Chris Jericho versus the American Dream, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. When Chris Jericho win, I'm gonna pop out a little bubbly.
Oh yes, I'm definitely buying a little nip of bubbly. Because
you're gonna get a little baby of bubbly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of bubbly, literally.
A little bit of bubbly.
It's gonna be a good day.
Yo, the promo to this match was fucking gold, man.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho popping out his a little bit of the bubbly, like the same way he said it.
Personally, to me, this is a good time to use the time limit draw. Just let them have another match at whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Because I don't want to see Cody lose, and I don't want to see Jericho drop the belt yet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, I thought he was gonna say he wasn't gonna wrestle anymore.
No,
That's what the announcement was too at first.
no.
But he ended up saying he's not
I
gonna
know
go
he was
after
going to
that
say
belt.
that because of the thing that Jeff Jarrett, his dad, who else? Hogan, Nash. Whenever people were or active wrestlers and a part of the creative team, they always booked themselves to be champion. So I knew it was going to be, if I lose, I can't have a title match anymore. I knew that. I felt that from the beginning.
He should have said a title match against Chris Jericho
Nah.
again. But
He should have, but then you think about it. We would just say it's bullshit and it should have happened.
Yeah.
Like Cody's what Finn Balor said before. You got too many fans in the back and not enough wrestlers out here.
Yep.
Cody's not a fan. He's a wrestler. He grew up in this business. He knows his business. This is technically all he knows at this point. He's not a fan, but he knows what the fans want because he actually listens.
Yes.
So at this point right now, even if he don't win the belt, he knows that everybody want to see this match. Period.
All right, I'm gonna run through SmackDown spoilers real quick, and then we're gonna end the show. We had King Corbin and promo with Roman Reigns to kick off the show, and then Big E and Kofi Kingston won the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We had Cesaro.
who they faced? Who's the
They
champion?
beat
I forgot.
Revival.
They beat the rival, the same people they always beat.
Oh my god!
We had
Come on.
Cesaro and Shinsuke defeat Ali and Shorty G. We had Sasha Banks defeat Nikki Cross. Carmella and Danny Brooke defeated Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. And Baron Corbin defeated Roman Reigns with the help of Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. And the main event segment was Tyson Fury calling out Braun Strowman. And the B team somehow got involved. I don't know why, but it's in the little notes.
Yeah, you need to get a paycheck. That's why.
They gotta work for it, man.
Yo, I'm telling you, go watch the Wrestling Figures podcast with Zach and Kurt Hawkins, and listen to how they talk about certain things. And they be like, "Oh, we got a show to do. We're booked tonight. We ain't wrestling, but we're booked tonight, so we got to be there." They talk so much shit about being WWE without nobody realizing that they're joking, but you can hear it when they're serious. Because they was like, Zach was like, "Oh, we got to hurry up. We got to get back to the arena. We're booked for a match." And Zach was like, "You're booked for a match too? Huh? I didn't know we was booked tonight. I thought we were just chilling in the garden, just having a fun time."
Oh yeah, that was a good episode too.
I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up." Even they know they getting booked to do nothing, but at least they getting a paycheck.
Word. Well,
Yo, I
gentlemen.
watched that show religiously.
Well, gentlemen, it's nice to have the band back together.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Marvin McQueen.
Oh yes, and Mr. Nolly Marv on the boards making all this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Try my best. I try my best.
I am Darth Messiah, and these gentlemen over here are.
Go on, X-Man. Go on.
X-Man Dam is not a sham, it's not a scam, it's the real X-Man Dam on Instagram. Follow me, fam. And alongside me is...
I'm gonna have to hit my promo I do down here with my friend on his podcast. It's your boy Alex the motherfucking Hill, and I go by the new name of the Stanley Podcast.
Ooh, Stanley a podcast.
Catch me in your mama's DMs. We out.